Welcome, Leo. It's Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment here to get started with your April reading. Let's going to see what April's going to bring for my lovely Leos. Hopefully, this is finding all my Leos abundant, prosperous, and happy. If even if we're having to be a little bit by ourselves right now because of the circumstances, we still have things that we need to concentrate on, and let's see what it brings. Okay. Now, this isn't going to resonate with every Leo because it's a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, it's not your story. Please go ahead and check your natal chart. Check and see if that better resonates with your Venus, Moon, and Rising sign. But this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? We're going to go ahead and get started here. It's for entertainment purposes only. Please do not use this for any kind of medical, legal, or professional advice. Please seek a professional if you need some help, okay? Well, let's get started, all right? So welcome back all my subscribers, new viewers, and cross-watchers. I welcome you all back. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. It does support my channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you, okay? All right, so let's see what we're going to lead off for. In April, we're looking at temperance. Okay, so you're either dealing with a Sagittarius or you're looking at being patient, taking this time to heal, balance, and, spiritual healing, physical healing, balancing yourself out. And this goes pretty good with what's going on right now in the circumstances. So that is going to be your main goal of working on yourself and healing and balancing yourself. Or it could be that you're dealing with a Sagittarius. We'll get down to the nitty gritty here, okay? All right, so I'm not going to do the normal Celtic spread. I want to do a 9-card spread just to see what's going on for your past, your recently past, your present, and then also your future, okay? Let's go ahead and get some cards here going. All right, what is it going to be for my Leos in April? What can we expect in April for my Leos? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, maybe some bad communication, somebody having to speak their mind with the Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Some hurt, bluntful words. It doesn't have to necessarily be that you're dealing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in the recent past. It could be just that you are, had to speak some words, speak your mind, speak your piece. Something wasn't going, so maybe somebody wanted it their way or no way, or hit the highway. And so you just had to speak your piece. Okay, what is going on for the present? I have, moving on, Six of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy again. So you could be dealing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of air sign energies here. Or it could just be after you spoke your piece, or they spoke their piece, someone spoke their piece, and it allowed you to free yourself so that you can move on to a more emotional or physical, place that would be better healing for you, taking the time out that you need for yourself. Okay, Leos? All right, so let's see what the future holds. The future has the Nine of Cups, so it's all about that manifestation mode. So right now, while you're taking the time, Leo, to take your side, heal yourself physically, emotionally, however it is, everybody's having a little bit of isolation going on and self-quarantining, and depending on where you're at. Maybe this is the time that you also get to heal, because you're going to be working on wish manifestation. So you will have some wish manifestation come true, something that you've been asking for the divine to give you. Whether this is a career or whether this resonates on your emotional side, it looks like you're working on yourself and working on what you need for your life, okay, to make your life complete. Let's go ahead and get some clarification, okay? So we have a lot. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to be, okay? Let's get some clarification. Spread these out. All right. So in the recent past with the Five of Swords, there was some communication spoke. I mean, it could be somebody cutting, you're cutting somebody out of your life. They're cutting you out of their life. Maybe it's a loss of job, or, with everybody having, a little bit of employers being, closing shop, letting go of people. That could be what the recent past has dealt with, but it is allowing you to drop an overwhelming burden, okay? So whatever it is in the recent past that you had to speak your mind on, or if you had to cut someone out of your life, or vice versa, whether it was a job or relationship, it looks like it's going to allow you to move on and allow that dropping of that overwhelming burden that you don't have to deal with anymore, okay? So here we go. So we have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy there, okay? So cutting someone out of your life, speaking your piece, or vice versa, allowing you to drop that load of overburden. And then we have the King of Wands, okay? So this is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy too. So this is you, okay, dropping the burden and you taking on this, okay, you know what? It didn't work out well. I had to speak some words, get these things off my mind. Let this person know how I felt, or maybe I got cut, or something happened from, work where they had to let me go, or I had to let myself go from the situation because it was overwhelming. but I'm going to use my element of the King of Wands power of action, adventure. I'm going to be proactive about it. I'm not going to let it be worrisome to me. It's something that needed to be done, obviously, because I was taking on so much of a load, or it would have been in a job position that maybe puts you in an overwhelming situation where maybe you couldn't deal with it because, with all this coronavirus and everything going on, maybe it was going to put you in a dangerous situation where you were out there exposed. Okay, so whatever it is that happened, whether it was a relationship that was let go of, maybe you had to break up with a relationship because it was overwhelming. You are the one that is letting go of the burden, and you're taking the inspiration from this let go or this bad communication and saying, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to be proactive about it. I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to use my fire energy to be proactive about it, be adventurous, and take this on as a new adventure. But before I do that, I'm definitely going to take the time to heal with the Sagittarius card. Take the time to balance myself out, get back on my level ground and level playing field, heal myself spiritually or physically, whatever you're going through that had this bad Five of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy of cutting someone out of your life or being cutting with blunt communication, okay? But it's going to allow you in the present to move on, okay? To move on to better sailing waters, to more emotional fulfillment. Let's go ahead and clarify that for you, okay, Leo? I have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so with the Six of Swords moving on, you're moving on away from this person or this deception, okay? So maybe this position or this person that you had to cut out, whether it was a relationship or a career, it was there was some deception, okay? Either they were deceiving you and keep causing you to be overwhelmed and overburdened, and it was time to make that cut, so you can move on to emotionally and or physically healthier situation. Emotionally, if it's a relationship you cut out, or if it was a job, moving on to a better place where you can have the potential for growth and nurturing in a good situation. Or it could be that you were moving on from self-denial, okay? So in the present, you're moving on to a better place emotionally, so that you can take the time, like the Temperance card says, to heal, to balance yourself out, okay? So if that's the case, then you are moving into better waters, and you're not in self-denial about letting go of a burden, okay? And let's go ahead and clarify one more card for the present in April. All right, so yeah, so this moving on. So sometimes things happen, and I think about karma, I think about destiny, I think about fate. Sometimes you had to meet this person, or you had to be in that employment because there was a lesson that you had to learn, okay? But unfortunately, it got to you, and you had to speak your piece, and you either had to cut somebody out if it was a relationship, or if it was a job. Hey, this ain't working out for me. It's leaving me unprotected. It's leaving me overwhelmed and overburdened. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to take on the action of what I am in my element, and I'm going to be proactive about going on an adventure, taking on a new passionate relationship, whatever it is that I need to do to let go of this in the recent past. And in the present, you are taking on the adventure. Here's you moving on to a better place for your emotional mindset or your physical health, to take the time to get away from the deceit that was going on, or from someone that was taking advantage of you, or that you were in self-denial about, thinking that you could stay in that situation and you can put up with that situation when in true reality you couldn't. But it does allow you to, the Ten of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, okay? So you have a lot of air energy, obviously, with the swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could definitely be dealing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but you don't have to be, okay, Leo? But whatever this let go and moving on to a different mindset or a different place physically, if you have to, is going to allow you to recoup, rebalance, level the playing field, spiritually, physically, whatever it is that you need to do. You can obviously see she's laying down, she's taking that nap, she's resting, she's healing, and in the meantime, that's going to allow her to go to a better place and let go of this deceit or denial, so that she can really work on her abundance, whether it's abundance monetarily wise, with a new career, new job, and after the rest she can look into that, or if it's letting go of a relationship so that she can work on her stability, prosperity, and abundance, okay? But whatever this let go is, it's allowing you to move on to a better place for sure, okay? Letting go of deceit and denial. In the future, I see in the immediate future, I do see that you do have the Nine of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, okay? You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. Take it however it resonates with you. But I think the message is that you left a situation, whether it was employment or a relationship, that didn't fit you anymore. It was overwhelming you. You decided, you know, screw that. I'm going to use my fire energy and I'm going to take on a new adventure, and I'm not going to be scared. I'm just going to put myself in this boat and I'm going to move on to better things. Get rid of the denial, self-denial of letting something go or a person go, letting the grief and denial go, and I'm going to focus on my prosperity, my stability, my abundance, my permanent stability and abundance, whether it's health or whether it's a monetary situation. Because here in the future, we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about manifesting what it is that you desire, whether it's emotion. Not Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio, and Cups is usually about emotional, but it doesn't have to be a relationship necessarily. It could be whatever brings you emotional fulfillment, which it could be, you know, landing a job that you don't have to deceive yourself and doesn't have deception involved, and you're not overwhelmed, and you finally have the career and the Ten of Pentacles here that you have in the present, and whatever you focused on and rested on and meditated on, manifest, okay? Because you do have the Nine of Cups, meaning that whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's a relationship, a good relationship, a solid relationship, or if it's a solid career, whatever it is that you are doing in the immediate future, it's going to be coming true for you, okay? You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but you don't have to be, okay? Let's clarify that, okay? So let's see here. Yeah, so you're going to get blunt, quick communication unexpectedly in the immediate future, okay? It could be from a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it could just be that the message is coming in unexpectedly, quick, blunt, and it's going to allow you to manifest what it is that you are trying to manifest, whether it's a career or whether it's a relationship. And to clarify that, we have, yeah, it's going to allow you to you're going to have anxieties. Everybody has anxieties when we take on new adventures, okay? When you're going into something new and unknown, if you've been at a relationship or if you've been in a job or career for a moment, okay, for a whole minute, and you spend that time and you know, bound yourself to that, that's all you know. And so when you go into something new, it can lead to a little bit of doubt, anxiety, okay? But the Eight of Swords shows here that when this communication comes in from a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or that it just comes in very quickly and unexpectedly, it's going to give you a little bit of anxiety, but I think that you're going to work through this anxiety, because whatever it is, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to end up being a good thing. It's going to be something that you have wanted, but maybe that you feared you would never get. So I think that once you work through this bit of anxiety, because it's nothing that's potentially going to harm you. It's not the Nine of Swords where you have threats and anxieties that you need to worry about. These are things that you have in your head, like, hey, am I going to be good for this person? Or is this person really going to be good for me after coming out of a deceptive relationship? Or is this going to be a real good career that's not going to allow me to be overwhelmed and overburdened? Is this really what I've been trying to manifest? So you will have a little bit of doubt, but that's okay. I mean, doubt's okay. You know, it's, if you didn't have any doubt, then that would be worrisome, because, you know, whenever you take on a new relationship or a new career, you always need to think about all avenues of that, okay? So I am going to get you a inspiration card to wrap that up. This is going to be for the first half of April, this reading. So I'm hoping that everything works out for you after taking the time to heal with the Temperance card, or if you're dealing with the Sagittarius. I feel like it's every time, you know, everybody's dealing with isolation, quarantines, and maybe a little bit of separation from jobs or separation from peoples, even if you're being separated, you know, because of a situation like that. That could be this message here too, okay? So let's get you an inspiration with the Moon card here. Some inspiration for my Leos for the first half of April. All right, I have the light, okay? So remember that whenever we come out of darkness, because obviously when the Ten of Wands is about being overburdened, overwhelmed, okay? And then when you have the Temperance card, obviously you're coming out of something that was very dark and very heavy, and you need to balance yourself, heal spiritually, physically, mentally. Look to the light. Bring the light in. If you have to light candles, if you have to say prayers, bring the light into your life, okay? Shine the light on what it is that is dark in your life, whether it's a career or a relationship, okay? That manifestation, if you put voice to it, if you put, even if you think it in your mind as a mantra, whatever you focus your attention on is going to manifest, okay? So if you're thinking negative, then you're going to manifest negative. If you're thinking positive, like, I can do this, my life's going to be better because of it, whatever happened, it was destined to happen, because we have a learning event in any situation, whether it's career or relationship. We learn things from that situation, and we take it to better our lives if we've learned our lesson from it. And so if you just bring bring in the light and think positive, what you think and what you focus your positive attention on will bring that manifestation true, whether it's a relationship or a career in April. Okay. All right. Much love to you, Leo. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it didn't, please check your natal chart for your moon, Venus, and sign and rising sign, and see if that better resonates with you. This is not going to resonate with every Leo. It's a story for someone. So if it doesn't, it's just a general reading, can resonate either way. Okay. Much love to you, and we'll see you again on the mid-month read. Okay. Thank you, Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment. Like, share, and subscribe.